New work. Now, before I get started, I just want to say that I usually don't do reviews or vlogs or just any sort of video content on the actual shoes that I get in regards to orders. It's always usually the final product, the final review, things of that nature. It's never the beginning intro to the whole situation. And I think after this one, that's definitely going to change. This is going to be the first, and it's just going to continue that way. Just because a lot of the shoes that I have gotten over the past, I think without me really realizing and how cool of an experience it could be, is that a lot of the shoes that I get turned out to be sometimes some people's grails that I end up tearing apart, taking apart, and it's kind of cool to just document the whole situation. So this is the first of many more to come. Let's get into it. There's so much styrofoam in here. Alright, let me get some shoes. Let's go. Matt, when I send these back to you in the next few weeks, within the next few weeks, I'll be sure to send you back all your styrofoam because it's too much damn styrofoam. Moving on to the shoes. Don't let this lid fool you. It's much more significant than just any pair of Jordan 1s. Let me set it right there. Alright, we'll just leave it. More styrofoam in the box, 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 more styrofoam in the box. Matt, I get it. It's a special pair. For those of you who don't know, this is Matt's pair of shoes. He is the owner of these Jordan Royal 1s, the pair that I will be taking apart and reconstructing. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. So, it never ceases to amaze me the pair of sneakers that people will send me to basically reconstruct and just tear apart. And that's because, you know, for a lot of people, especially a lot of just people who are into sneakers, this pair of Jordan Royal 1s being of higher value compared to any other sneaker that comes out throughout the year. And to me, that's well deserved, given, you know, the history of the sneaker, the colorway being just an OG colorway at that, and it just being kind of like the beginning of the whole Jordan era. All those attributes wrapped together put this sneaker in a higher category compared to others. And with that given, a higher resale value or just a higher price value within itself. But then you have some random sneaker collector like Derek or Mike or George, a few of the people that, you know, I've done orders for within the past and just sent me random grails. Like I had a pair of Royal 1s before that I reconstructed. Those are fragments. Someone sent me a pair of Bred 1s to reconstruct. Those turned into Bred 1s. Someone sent me a pair of OG Flip 3s to reconstruct. Turn those into something spectacular. I myself had a personal pair of Concord 11s that I reconstructed. What did I turn those into? And over time, the more I continued to work with just different pair of sneakers and just building a rapport with the people that I've done orders with, it tended to really come down to a main reason why they collect high-end sneakers in the first place. Something like a pair of Royal 1s, Dornbecker 3s, Dornbecker 4s, Ben 4, no, not, they don't have Ben 4s, Ben 5s, just anything that's of like upper echelon value. And that's that with this grail, with this sewing machine, and just creating something that's one of one. And besides the fact that it breaks necks, you know, when you go in the mall or just wherever, just having something that nobody else has, and just having something that's exclusive. That's the perfect word to say, to sum it all up. Exclusive. It goes hand in hand, or the sneakers that I make, the sneaker that I'll be making out of this pair of Royal 1s, it goes hand in hand with something that's worth $5,000 on Flight Club, you know. And that's what I feel is that's what I feel is pretty dope about this whole situation, about kind of what I do, and just creating something that's a one-of-one, something that's different, something that nobody else has. And I think within that you can feel special as the owner of it. I'll give you a story. Around June or July last year, I had a pair of Cherry Red 11s that were sent to me by a guy by the name of Alex. You know, we basically exchanged numbers and got in contact, or he got in contact with me through a Facebook group, SS13. Shouts out to them. And basically, you know, we just went back and forth, and he ended up sending me a pair of Cherry 11s. So I ended up shipping the sneakers back out to him right before he went on vacation. And he ended up wearing them for the first time in Florida. When he went to the mall with them on, he got stopped a lot. But it wasn't like breaking necks and like things of that nature, but it was more so just conversations. But what kind of summed it up for me was that a lot of these sneakers, these reconstructed sneakers, these sneakers made out of different leathers, and they're just different. They really become more so conversation pieces to other people. And that's the way I kind of look at it. You know, it's something that yet is exclusive, you know, yet is of higher quality, and a lot of people, a lot of bystanders, a lot of people that you may come in contact with, they become conversation pieces as to, you know, how'd you get them, who do you contact for something like that, you know, what are they made of, how do they feel, what's really the difference to you. And that's what I feel, that's what's dope about it. You know, it's really not so more so about just a colorway and higher value 600, 700. It's more so just about, it's interesting and it's a conversation piece. And that's what I get out of my satisfaction of hearing, you know, people that I work with and you know, do shoes for, what they get out of it, and they like it the same way. You know, the shoe just truly being a conversation piece because it's different. So yeah, back to the Royal Ones. I think they really are made of good quality, and that's why I say I think, because I never owned this pair of shoes. You know, you really can't judge a shoe on just the fact of just looking at it. I really feel like it's more so about when you wear it once, and are you willing to wear it again just by default, just by sitting them on the, you know, the side of your door and just wanting to wear them. You know, not because you gotta, you know, not because they look great, but because they are comfortable as hell. Shouts out to my Flyknits wherever they are. I don't know. You know, there's one minor distinction of the Royal Ones is that they're made out of some sort of felt material, whereas the Bred ones are made out of not a felt material. Fun fact, one of the ways I can tell how great of a quality the leather is on a pair of shoes is how it creases. So, for instance, if you have like a piece of paper and it creases, it has a small, thin crease. Like it has that, and then everything else is just like almost perfect. But when you have like real good leather, for instance, a pair of shattered backboards, I don't know, it just seems like everything is kind of distributed throughout the shoe. The leather becomes more tumble and it has more of an antique look, I guess. So yeah, shout out to the shattered backboards. And for those of you who are asking to see, this is it. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Not yet. Oh boy.